With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Wendy's. Drivers in downtown St. Charles should prepare for lane closures and shifting traffic patterns on Main Street and Illinois Street as construction gets underway. The city is installing a new crosswalk at the north entrance to the First Street Plaza and updating the current traffic signal to reduce pedestrian wait times. Hanover Township launching a free summer concert series with a high-energy Santana tribute by the Fuse Band. They'll perform from 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Thursday, June 12th at the Isaac Walton Reserve in Elgin. A man sought in connection with last week's fatal stabbing of two sisters in Streamwood is now in custody. Police say 25-year-old Jeloni Jenkins was arrested without incident on Sunday night in Downers Grove. Jenkins was identified as the stepbrother of the victims, 21-year-old Janiyah Jenkins and 10-year-old Iyani Jenkins. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
When you partner with CDW, your people get more out of technology. CDW AI architects deliver Microsoft services to automate tasks and boost productivity, helping sales reps connect with more customers. Remote teams collaborate seamlessly, and small businesses compete at scale. That's amazing. Make amazing happen. Microsoft and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/modernwork.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Wendy's. Naperville City Council has unanimously approved a revamped pay structure for non-union employees. Following a consultant's review comparing local salaries to those of similar communities, the study revealed that Naperville's pay scale lagged behind the market average. Heads up, Elgin drivers. The intersection of South Spring Street and DuPage Street is getting a new three-way stop starting this week. Previously, only westbound DuPage traffic stopped, but now all directions will have stop signs. Crews are updating the signs and pavement markings this week. Several arrests announced by the Naperville Police Department over the holiday weekend last week. Incidents ranging from driving under the influence and speeding to retail theft and battery. Notable cases include a 30-year-old Naperville woman facing multiple charges and a Milwaukee duo arrested for organized retail crime. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Progressive knows if you have to choose between everyday life and your boat, boat wins.
What are you going to do? Take the boat out for a spin or go mail something? Boat wins! Are we cleaning the patio or taking the boat out fishing? Boat wins! Are we skipping that eye exam to go sailing? Boat wins!
Rescheduling eye exams can be a nightmare.
All right, fine. Eye exam, then boat.
Yeah!
With Progressive, you can bundle your boat with your home or auto and save with a discount and spend more time enjoying those savings on your boat. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states and situations.
When you partner with CDW, your people get more out of technology. CDW AI architects deliver Microsoft services to automate tasks and boost productivity, helping sales reps connect with more customers. Remote teams collaborate seamlessly, and small businesses compete at scale. That's amazing. Make amazing happen. Microsoft and CDW. Learn more at cdw.com/modernwork.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. High near 85, with temperatures falling to around 78. Windy conditions with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy with showers and thunderstorms likely. Low around 63, with temperatures rising to around 66 overnight. Currently, it is 79 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/.
Youth football season is almost here. Elgin Steelers Youth Football and Cheer is now part of the prestigious Pop Warner League in Chicagoland. We're serving youth athletes of all ages, building character and fostering teamwork. Registration is now open, so don't miss out on the chance to be a part of a winning tradition. Multi-athletic registration discounts are available, and we're looking for dedicated volunteers to join our coaching staff. Shape the future of our youth. Plus, on April 14th, the Elgin Steelers Youth Football and Cheer start spring conditioning. Get all the details and register at elginsteelers.com. That's elginsteelers.com. Go Steelers!
If your restaurant's grease is causing problems, don't worry. Hopkins Grease Company is here to help. Since 1947, they've been providing reliable grease recycling, grease trap services, and more for restaurants across the Chicago suburbs. With a full fleet and expert staff, they offer quick professional service. And as a family-run business, they pride themselves on delivering personal service you can trust. Call Hopkins Grease today at 847-458-1010. That's 847-458-1010. Hopkins Grease, the Fox Valley Grease Boys.
It's time to take you on a journey from land to sea. Get ready to explore the world with Out to Lunch on WRMN's Travel Tuesdays. On the first Tuesday of every month, we'll be your guide to the best vacation destinations, the hottest travel trends, special events, and so much more. So pack your bags and get ready to wander, because we're about to take you places you've always dreamed of. And now it's time for Travel Tuesdays on Out to Lunch with WRMN.
And welcome to Travel Tuesdays here on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We've got with us today the lovely Shauna White, president of Cruises International, joining us today to talk about all things land and sea when it comes to your cruise vacations, right? Advice, guidance, peace of mind, and unique experiences since 1978. Cruises International ensures that you get the best of the best when it comes to speaking with a cruise and vacation expert to plan your trip. And like I always say, to ensure that smooth sailing. Contact a cruise and vacation expert today at 1-800-255-7447. Please feel free to visit their website. That is cruisesinternational.com. Again, cruisesinternational.com. And we also encourage you greatly to visit their Facebook page, Cruises International, Vacations, Land, and Sea. You can check out all of the different posts that are on there too. Previous different vacation hotspots to go to that many of the fellow staff members have been on before and share their fantastic experiences. So you don't want to miss out on that great opportunity to do so. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Matt. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on today.
Of course. Thanks so much for joining us. As always here, the summer season is in full swing.
Full swing.
Oh,
yes. We are booking and getting those clients on their summer vacations, and lots going on, but lots still to be talking about for sure.
Oh my goodness. So I have to ask, so are you going to be going on some trips coming up pretty soon? Anything exciting?
We are actually going to Hawaii this summer.
What?
I know.
Oh, that's so
That
exciting.
is totally worth a bell ring. I'm excited about that. Yeah, so we're going to do Maui for in my first time to Hawaii, my kid's first time to Hawaii too. So very excited about that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, one of those bucket list destinations for
exactly.
sure.
I've never been to Hawaii before. My dad went back in, I think it was the 70s.
Oh.
I've got some pictures of like my grandparents and my dad and my aunt going on. You know, they're all dressed up with the little...
The leis and stuff. Yep, I am very looking forward to that. We will definitely doing a Hawaiian luau.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, so exciting. Folks, if you want to tune in, WRMN AM 1410 here, Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. I'm going to show it up on screen again here with the logo here, Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International on WRMN AM 1410 on Out to Lunch. Definitely check it out. So let's talk a little bit here. What do we want to start with? We've got a good list of things to talk about today.
Yeah. So, I always come to you with our vendor of the month, and our vendor this month is Celebrity Cruises. We at the office just love Celebrity. I actually cruised on Celebrity in March with the family, so I firsthand can talk about it. So if you have any questions, please do chat with Matt, and we'll talk about your questions about Celebrity. But Celebrity has so much going on. They have a new ship coming out this fall, and they have what is called their Edge Series ships. And these ships are just state of the art. The big pool, they have these floating like champagne hot tubs that are so fun, wonderful entertainment. They have a lot of my favorite thing is they have this, what they call like the lawn club. Okay. And it's the upstairs area where it's not actually lawn anymore. What is it? It's called anyway, so they play movies up there, and they're announcing a new thing where they're going to be doing like Bloody Marys up there, and really bringing the inside of the ship to the outside, right? Because you're on vacation and you're at the beautiful weather, whether you're in Europe or in the Caribbean, even Alaska, right? And so they're really taking a lot of their ship and taking it to the outside.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. And you know what? I think the weather's going to be nicer too, so that's going to be good. How have you been looking at like the forecast side of things? I don't know if I've asked that before. So when it comes to different cruises, do you have to really make sure, I mean, like, do you usually look at the weather and see how it's like the prediction's going to be, or you can only go so far when it comes to...
Yeah, I mean, historically, right, there's a hurricane season. And it's really hard to avoid a hurricane season because they do say hurricane season's in July through November. But to never cruise July through November is, for maybe 1 week here or there. But these ships are state of the art, and they have stabilizers. So now if there's maybe a hurricane coming, they're able to avoid that situation. And, the water's maybe a little rough, but they're able to really control that. So you're not as the passenger seeing that as much. And, sometimes the itinerary does have to change. If, there is a hurricane coming right for the Bahamas, we just bob and weave, and maybe we're going to go to, Cozumel instead. So the captains on these ships are just amazing, and they know it's coming before the weatherman is telling you that it's here, So they will transition it to make sure that they make the best of your vacation. But, with that being said, sometimes you have your heart set on a certain port, and because the waters are a little wavy, you're not going to be able to pull into that port, but maybe a different port, or maybe the itinerary might change just a little bit. My whole thought is there's no bad day at sea, and really any day on vacation is a better day than being at work, right?
Right. And you know what? The thing is, too, is there's always things that you can do indoors.
Oh, for sure.
Because, of course, and there's indoor amenities. There's, of course, the dining. I'm sure also, too, cruises probably have game rooms for kids.
Yeah,
So gaming areas, and even for adults as well, too. What have you noticed with experiences on that? Have there been kind of, I guess, more gaming for kids?
So
now,
certain cruise lines will have some gaming. On Celebrity, you're going to have more towards your teenage area, where there's going to be some video game area. There's going to be some different sections where they maybe are going to do like a scavenger hunt around the ship, or different things like that. On some of the other cruise lines, let's say like a Norwegian or Royal Caribbean, or even possibly Carnival, they're going to have more of a like gaming section. So Norwegian, if you're into that whole, virtual reality, and that Norwegian does have a game room. It is extra. It's not included because not everybody on the ship is going to take part in that. But it's really, really cool, and I can see my son loving that if we were to cruise on Norwegian. So if you are interested in that, or your kids love that, there are definitely cruise lines out there. They have the pickleball, of course. They have the basketball. They have all of those different options. So to me, when we're out at sea, I try to get my son out of the game room and try to get him in the pool, or, off of his phone and playing pickleball or basketball or walking the track, things like that, to just really, enjoy the outside.
Absolutely. Spending time with family and friends as well, too, is definitely important. And again, folks, if you want to inquire more information on how Cruises International can do that for you, give them a call today at 1-800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447. 7447. Call now to speak to a cruise and vacation expert. And again, don't forget you can visit their website and also Facebook page. Yes, they are the World Cruise Experts. You can find and book a cruise as well too, so you can search for those cruises, check out cruise line, ships, destinations and rivers, departure ports, sailing dates, and also the lengths as well there too. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International here on Out to Lunch. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Are you suffering with anxiety, depression, PTSD, an eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem? If it's causing problems at work or with your family, get help now at Insight Mental Health and Wellness. We can help and treat all types of depression and mental issues. We'll help you use your insurance to get away from it all to a beautiful, sunny, and tranquil vacation-like environment so you can recharge yourself. And with a Family Medical Leave Act, you could take the time off you need from work. Plus, with the Affordable Care Act, your treatment could be 100% covered if you're suffering from any kind of anxiety, depression, PTSD, eating disorder, or even a substance abuse problem. Use your insurance and get away from it all. Come to sunny California. Call Insight Mental Health and Wellness now. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. 800-419-0287. That's 800-419-0287.
Looking for a spotless clean you can count on? Meet Clean King, your local family-owned janitorial service that treats every client like royalty. Fully insured and trusted by businesses across the area, Clean King delivers personalized, top-quality cleaning tailored to your needs at the best price in town. Call now for your free quote at 224-276-6057. That's 224-276-6057. Or visit them at cleankingcleaning.com. That's Clean King, where your quality and service reign supreme. A proud member of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, supporting the local business community.
A recent Gallup poll indicated that 38% of Americans are putting off health care because of financial concerns, the highest ever recorded. I'm Dr. Bob Martin, here to serve you every Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. Millions of Americans are seeking health advice that will not cost an arm and a leg, so I offer health tips and advice absolutely free. Listen to my show, Sunday afternoons from 1 to 4 right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM, the voice of the Valley.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone in your community, or just taking a deep, calming breath when you need it. Nice. For mental health resources, check out loveyourmindtoday.org. At loveyourmindtoday.org, you'll find information that may help you get through a tough time. Things like tips for dealing with stress, how to navigate difficulties like financial worries, anger, substance use, and more. You can also find real stories of how people navigated their own mental health challenges. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks, to Travel Tuesdays on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, of course, for tuning in today. And if you would like smooth sailing when it comes to planning for your vacation, whether it is land or sea, check out cruisesinternational.com for more information. Talk to a cruise and vacation expert today by giving them a call at 1-800-255-7447. That is 800-255-7447. No matter where the vacation destination might be, they are here to ensure that easy route when it comes to planning for your vacation so you can have a fantastic time. Thanks again for joining us today.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Let's talk more a little bit on, I know you're going to mention here something about River. Now, what does this entail?
So we were just talking about Celebrity Cruises, and in the past, 10, 20 years, Celebrity Cruises has always been in the oceans. And in Galapagos. We'll talk about that next. But first, I wanted to just talk about Celebrity announced a few months ago that they're going to be navigating the waters in the rivers in Europe. And this is very, very exciting, although not very much information has been released. But they are going to be starting to book soon. So if you love Celebrity and you've been on Celebrity and you want that same quality and that same great service, but you want to check out the rivers, please do give us a call. We have started a wait list at our office so that as soon as those bookings open up, we're able to get our clients booked. It is going to go very, very quickly. We have a lot of loyal Celebrity Cruise passengers. And so if you're not there on the day that it opens, we do feel that first season, which will be 2027, will be selling out very quickly. So they'll be taking a deposit, and once it opens, and you can take an open deposit, put down a date that you're interested in, and then as they release more, we'd be able to work with you. But it is something, if you are looking to get in that inaugural season for the Celebrity River Cruises, please do call our office because, we are going to be the first ones to get those bookings in. And potentially, I'm requesting that we get it in even before the clients are able to open up and book. So if that's something you are interested in learning more about, as we learn more, we'd be happy to share that with you as well.
Absolutely. If you give them a call, they'll be able to share that with you. Again, so many different cruises out there and so many different choices. How do you help people? I mean, I'm sure you get folks out there who call you and are like, okay, you have so many different options. I don't know where to start.
Right. And I think that that's what people forget about. And that's why they're, sometimes kind of like, wait, there's still travel agents out here. And I think that, like you said, Matt, there's river cruises, there's expedition cruises, there's ocean cruises, there's all-inclusive vacations, there's escorted vacations, there's small ship, large ship, medium-sized ship. There's so many choices. And how are you, as the consumer, as the client, supposed to figure that out on your own? Right. We go through a lot of training, and we're consistently working with our advisors. They're getting all the updates on all the different products. So calling us, we really work with you, and we say, okay, let's talk about what do you really want. You may come in thinking you want this large ship because you saw the Icon of the Seas on, on the commercial, and that's really what you want. But then actually breaking it down and talking about it, that's, not the dates you want to go, or maybe not the destination you want to go. Maybe you really do want to go to Europe for that first time, or maybe it is your honeymoon and you're looking like, okay, why should I travel with 6,000 people when I could do one with, a couple hundred people? Or I really want to, my husband gets seasick. I really want to try the rivers or something like that. So our advisors are trained to talk with you, work with you, and really narrow it down to making sure we get you that best vacation. And that's definitely something the internet is not going to be able to do for you.
Absolutely. Now, do you also offer tips on certain, so like, of course you talk about like the different food choices that are there as well too. And how does, I know that we've talked about this before, that certain things might not be included, or you have to pay a little bit extra for those types of things.
So depending again on the cruise line that you select. So some cruise lines will, if they're more of a upscale, more premium line, they're going to have their specialty dining that's going to be included. And you maybe can only eat in that specialty restaurant once during your trip, right? So they may have 4 or 5 different specialty dinings. Although no charge, you can only reserve it one time during your vacation until you get on board and you make friends with someone and they let you in a second time. But then there are, your normal, your regular cruise lines who will have the standard dining, which is still amazing and, 5-star for sure. But you're looking for something a little bit more unique. Those are going to be your specialty dinings on, your Royal, your Celebrity, Norwegian, Carnival, where then you do pay an upcharge. You don't have to by any means. Like I said, the main dining and all of the dining options that are available are amazing. And had you not gone to specialty, you would be just fine. But maybe it's an anniversary, or maybe you're just looking for that, birthday celebration, something a little unique. Specialty dinings are really fun. And sometimes they're more of an experience. When we were on Celebrity, they have this, it's called La Petite Chef. And it's actually a screen that projects down on your table. And like, it's an animation where then like they put the bowl, and then the waiter comes and brings the bowl. And then it looks like it's animated filling up with the soup, and the soup kind of like appears. It's so cool. And then these little animated characters run around and they clean your table as the waiter's cleaning your table. I mean, it's such an experience that is something very unique. So of course that is an extra charge, but you have to do it. It's just one of those things where you're like, I have to experience this at least once,
Absolutely. I would think as a cruise and vacation experts, the consultants, you're just like, you'd be like, oh, okay, you have to try this. This is something that's so cool. This is a featured thing. Or do you also sometimes have like the inside scoop on certain things with newer cruises, and you say, hey, if you book this cruise, let me tell you something about this cruise,
Oh, for sure. So many of our advisors do travel, and so they will say, hey, this is an underrated, no one talks about this little hidden buffet dining area. Like, you should really go there, and it's the best. On the Celebrity Edge class series in the Eden area, which is the back of the ship, there is this huge buffet area that has the most amazing breakfast. But if you didn't know about it, you're missing out. And I just stumbled upon it one day. So now the agents are telling all their people, make sure you go at least one day. And they close kind of early, so you wouldn't really know if you're a late riser. But it's little tips like that, and if they haven't personally been on, a lot of times other advisors, like I said, in the office have. So they can always talk to their desk buddy.
That's something that's so unique about Cruises International, is that you have advisors who have so much experience, and they can help you with that too. They're not just, it's not just, we're here to just plan your vacation, and I'm just here, typing in all of these different things and just saying, well, I don't know about that. I've never been on that, You have more experience, which is good. I think what that does is it really tailors very well to the needs of people who want to learn more about this. These different cruises and experiences and different amenities that are featured.
Right.
And so when you have consultants like that who do actively go out, they've been on different cruises, they can share those experiences with you. And that also, it makes the experience of actually talking to the cruise and vacation experts, going through the process of planning it, much more fun and enjoyable too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So I was just telling you, Matt, before we started, we have two gals who just returned home from a Celebrity Alaska cruise tour. And so if you check out our Facebook page, you can see day by day all of the cool things they're doing and really experience it firsthand. So if you scroll just a little bit more, I think they just got back. Oh, yeah, keep going. There's several of their posts about going into Denali and being able to really see this firsthand. So, now if you're looking to do an Alaska cruise tour and you're booking with another one of our agents, our two that were just there are going to say, oh my gosh, and you have to try this. And the soup is this, and you have to try this. And and that is really what is so unique, like you said, about our office and our agency, is that we love sharing and we love learning from each other. And we love traveling. So we do travel quite a bit, and we're able to share our successes and our stories with each other.
Yeah, and I think that's really great too and unique about that. You're not just sitting at a desk like, waiting for the time to go by.
Right. Haven't traveled in 6 years and telling everybody to do travel. Exactly. We encourage our office and our advisors to travel. So for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. President Shauna White here in studio with us. This is your host, also Matt McNeil, with Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. When we come back, we'll talk more about some other things, upcoming events, and always, of course, on how you can join in on the team. And then we'll also talk, too, about the top 3 requested tours
Yeah.
as well, too. So stay tuned for that. You are listening to WRMN AM 1410's Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. We'll be back in just a bit.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Sky Rizzy. Heads up, Elgin drivers. The intersection of South Spring Street and DuPage Street is getting a new three-way stop starting this week. Previously, only westbound DuPage traffic stopped, but now all directions will have stop signs. Crews are updating the signs and pavement markings this week. Several arrests announced by the Naperville Police Department over the holiday weekend last week. Incidents ranging from driving under the influence and speeding to retail theft and battery. Notable cases include a 30-year-old Naperville woman facing multiple charges and a Milwaukee duo arrested for organized retail crime. Naperville City Council has unanimously approved a revamped pay structure for non-union employees. Following a consultant's review comparing local salaries to those of similar communities, the study revealed that Naperville's pay scale lagged behind the market average. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
May I help you? I just wanted to request a late checkout, please.
Of course. That's $30 per hour for up to 4 hours.
Huh. Okay, but if you can offer a late checkout, then that probably means no one is staying in that room. So if it's empty, maybe I can just stay a few extra hours.
Oh, aren't you adorable?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
At Britain's Touchless Car Wash, they know life gets busy. That's why they're here 24/7 to keep your car looking spotless, fast, and easy. Their advanced brush-free wash technology delivers a sparkling clean without a single scratch, because they treat your car like it's their own. Here's the best part. Right now, you can get a free car wash just for joining their text club. It's simple. Just text BRITT to 30400, and your first wash is on them. Britain's Touchless Car Wash has two convenient locations, 1923 Larkin Avenue in Elgin and 555 Willow in West Dundee. They're proud to keep your car clean while giving back to our community. Text BRITT to 30400. That's BRITT to 30400. Now for your free car wash, and see why Britain's Touchless Car Wash is the fast, gentle, and reliable choice.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. High near 85, with temperatures falling to around 78 in the afternoon. Windy with gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy with showers and thunderstorms likely, low around 63. Currently, it is 82 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
right, welcome back, folks, to Travel Tuesdays here on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area, and of course, all of you folks out there who are looking forward to the vacationing season. Oh my goodness, do we have the options for you? Or should I say, Cruises International has got you covered with these great cruises, land and sea. And we've got, of course, President Shauna White with us again here today, every first Tuesday of the month for Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. Don't forget, of course, you can check out their website, cruisesinternational.com. Call now to speak to a cruise and vacation expert today by calling 1-800-255-7447. They can answer all your questions and tailor to your needs for smooth sailing on planning your perfect destination vacation. It is the season to do so, and we're excited to be talking more about what is coming up here with some great events.
Yes. So we love events. We love being able to host things, whether online or in person, to, give you your options and really show you the different destinations. We call them virtual vacations a little bit because, if you've always wanted to go to a certain destination, but you're just not sure, maybe you need to learn a little bit more about it and make sure it is a perfect fit for you and your travel companions. The virtual vacation gives you all of that information. You get to see some of the sites and see if this is the right trip for you. So we have committed to doing an online virtual vacation every month this year. Nice. So I'm so excited about some of the upcoming ones that we have. So our virtual vacations, our first one is going to be on the Galapagos. And so Celebrity, who we were talking about originally when we started, Celebrity does an amazing job in the Galapagos. And these are going to be smaller ships. So it's very active, hop on, hop off. You are pulling up right to the blue-footed boobies, which is, the animals in Galapagos. So there's so much culture and so much history and so many animals and different things. You have somebody on board with you that's telling you about what you're seeing, what you're going to see the next day. So Galapagos is a unique situation. It's a pretty long flight, but it's a great trip. Small ship, all included. And so if you are interested in learning more about the Galapagos, please do contact our office or visit our Facebook page a little bit later today for the link to register, because again, this is a virtual event and we will do this online. And then after that virtual event, we have another one with what is called G Adventures. G Adventures is a small tour company, as a small group tour. So you're going to have a small amount of people with you. And we're going to be going over in this virtual event. We're going to be talking about the National Geographic tours that they offer. They offer so many tours. So these are land vacations. Sometimes they're land and sea combined, but majority of them are land vacations. So when you think of a land vacation, I'm sure you're thinking, oh my gosh, I do not want to get on and off a bus with 45 other people that I do not have anything in common with. G Adventures is totally different. They're going to be a smaller group. And really every day you're learning so much. Again, very active types of tours. There's a lot that you can do with younger families too. So if you have that, middle school age, high school age, that you're like, I'm sick of going to the Caribbean, we want to try something different. Try Africa, try, some of these really cool destinations that is really a fun family thing too. Although you definitely can just go with yourself and a travel companion too. So that's our second one that will be coming in July. So please do check our Facebook for those. So these are just really great trips to learn a little bit about, learn and understand what happens on a tour. And then our next one is going to be on Germany, Italy, and Austria, and Switzerland.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, this is a tour. It is an actual departure date that we're going to be talking about. One of our advisors is taking out a group on a land vacation, and she is going to be taking you to all of these amazing destinations. And the nice thing about this is that if you are a little worried about maybe doing this trip on your own from Illinois, from the States, I would really like to know somebody with me. This is a great way to travel because one of our travel advisors will be on with you. and being able to, just have your back and tell you those tips as we're going, and have some extra specials sprinkled throughout. So those are really fun virtual vacations that are coming up. So please do continue to check our Facebook page. And if you are interested in signing up on our email list, do check out our website and sign up to receive our e-marketing, because we do send emails about all of these upcoming events too. So those are really, really fun ones. And then in person, from time to time, we will do some in-person events. They're not always at our office. They may be off-site. They may be around, but we are doing one with Viking Cruises. Ooh. So now Viking is quite unique. So they have ocean cruising, river cruising, and expedition cruising. So if you have any interest in any of those, it is 18 and older. So this is not a family cruise by any means, but it's a wonderful experience. I have been on the rivers with them, and they do such a great job. So many unique destinations that they cover. And so an event like this will just go over all of the places that they visit and all of the different ways to travel with them, right? So you can do that ocean cruise, and maybe next time you want to do the Antarctic and you want to do that expedition cruise, or even the Great Lakes. So Viking has some U.S. river cruises too, and maybe that's been something that's just been on that bucket list and you're not looking forward to doing that long flight over to Europe. Give us a call. We'd love to talk with you about that Viking event that is coming later in June. So call now, and we have all the information. We'd love to talk it over with you.
Absolutely. Give them a call, 800-255-7447. There's also an option, I think people can also contact via email. Is that correct?
Yes. Yep. So vacations@cruisesinternational.com. And that's just vacations@cruisesinternational.com. Or you can send us a message through our Facebook. There is a messenger on our website as well, and that goes directly to us as well.
There you go. Awesome, awesome. Of course, you can also visit their location as well. That is at 1721 Moonlake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates. Now, those business hours, I'm seeing here Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and then Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2, and then you're closed on Sundays.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And always call. I mean, we're happy to, set up an appointment for you to make sure we have the right advisor. But if you're in the area and you just want to come by and say hi, we are there, and we would love to meet you.
Absolutely. Now, you've been on, have you been on the Viking cruise before?
I've been on the river.
On the river one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what was your experience with that?
So I was so lucky. I was able to do Germany and Switzerland. And I, my trip was a little bit different. I was with a lot of travel advisors, but it's just so unique because anytime during the day when you're cruising, or if you're cruising at night, you're always seeing land. And because you're on the rivers, and you pull up into the towns and not cities. So you're pulling into these smaller little towns, and you're able to, walk and just get lost. I did a biking tour through the Black Forest in Germany, which was amazing. And I will tell you, it was an electric bike. So only once in a while I turned it on. The big hills, I turned it on, okay?
I do the same thing too.
But it was quite an experience. And I think that for people who are still very active, there are excursions that you can stay very active. But if you're not, and you're not interested in, doing that biking tour, there is definitely more things to do. But I will tell you, in the rivers in Europe, it's a lot of cobblestone, a lot of walking. So it is not made for, walkers, wheelchairs, things like that. So unfortunately, that would not be a fit for that. But definitely, if you're still able, now's the time. So many times people say, oh, I'm going to wait and do a river cruise when I get older. And it's like, but this is the time to do it. If you can run and walk and ride bikes and really enjoy life, river cruising is just a calm, cool way to see the different towns within Europe.
Absolutely. And for folks out there who are wondering, of course, certain amenities that you might not be able to do due to, of course, you might be in, like in a wheelchair or something.
Sure.
Of course, you tell them all that information.
Oh, yeah. And we're happy to say, okay, this might not be the fit, but this would really work for you. And this is how we would recommend this. So for sure, if you have any requirements or any, mobility issues, or allergies. You know, a lot of people will have a gluten allergy or, you know, different types of things. Just make sure you're working with your travel advisor, and we will make sure to recommend based off of that what the best needs are, you know. So we definitely will make sure you can get through the trip and be happy.
Now, do you provide any forms of pamphlets for when people go on these trips, or is it the cruises themselves that provide pamphlets if they are included?
Sure. So we have like documents, I guess would be, and that comes, you know, about 2 weeks before you depart.
Okay.
But if there's more questions ahead of time and you need a day by day, or if you need, you know, some of these river cruises, or, you know, smaller ships where they include excursions, they're going to ask you to pick your excursion. So we would be able to provide a pamphlet of what excursions are available. And then when you get closer to that trip, we are able to email you or print those documents. If you want to come in, we can sit down with you. I had an agent who just told me the other day that she had a brand new cruiser and they were going to Europe on a river cruise. And they were just kind of overwhelmed. So they came in and she went day by day with them and went over to say, okay, so now you're there in the morning, but then in the afternoon, you're in a different port. So here's how this is going to work. And really make sure they understand it, that they're comfortable with it. So many people don't want that, but we're happy to do it. You just have to give us that level of what you need, you know, because we don't want to make you sit through a consultation like that. But we are definitely able to do that as well.
Absolutely. Love it. Folks, check out more information, cruisesinternational.com. That's cruisesinternational.com. We're going to take another quick time out, and we'll be back with more here on Travel Tuesdays in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned, and we'll be back.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free, for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. That does give us certain advantages, for example, in focus and resources. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. If you're a guy facing divorce, remember, Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
2815 Old Jacksonville, Springfield. CordellCordell.com.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
back, folks, to Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International here on WRMN's Out to Lunch, serving you, the Fox River Valley area, and, of course, all the folks out there that are interested in getting that great cruise expert advice as well, too. Check out their website, cruisesinternational.com, vacations land and sea. Ensure that you get smooth sailing when it comes to planning your dream vacation. Call a cruise and vacation expert today by going onto their website. Give them a call, 1-800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447. We still have a little bit of time left here, about 8 minutes or so. So we want to inform you, let you know, booking early is important.
Right. Yeah. So it's crazy, Matt. We are booking out into 2027. I know I referenced that a little bit earlier that bookings will be coming for 2027, but we have several itineraries and cruise lines that are already available for 27. So the cool thing is that you're able to lock in that date, lock in that itinerary, tell all your friends and family you're going, tell them to come with you, invite people to join you. And that way they can really plan ahead, get the time off of work, get a dog sitter, get a babysitter, depending on if they're bringing their kids or not. But it's really, I don't know, to me, it's something fun to look forward to. I was talking with one of our clients the other day, and she said, Shauna, I haven't been able to travel much, and I've had some health issues. And, I'm so sorry to hear that. And she said, but I'm going to book something, and I'm going to book it for, fourth quarter 26, because I need something to look forward to. I need to plan for that trip. I want to do all my research. I want to do all of the, talking with my advisor and really making sure I have that perfect trip booked for me. And now I have something to count down to. Yep. I know I have a countdown on my phone to all my trips. And I think we are so busy in life. We need to look forward to things. And sometimes you can't do them this summer or next year. Maybe it is that further out. But the cool thing with Cruises International is that we offer a payment plan. So let's say you book your spring break 2027 and you're just, I want to make it work. I want to do this. I want that balcony cabin and that midship. And we're able to, after you make that initial deposit, we're able to set up a payment plan for you. As long as it's paid in full by the time the trip departs, which is normally about 75 days before, we're able to, do monthly payments as low as $100, $250. I mean, whatever your comfort level is. And it doesn't matter. We don't care if you're booking that 4-night cruise or that 49-night cruise. We're able to help you make that cruise and that budget and fit in your family needs.
Absolutely. So those different payment plans are available. If you give them a call, they'll be able to help you out with that as well too. Now the payment plans, there's tons of different ones I know that are out there, correct?
So we just do it through our office. Okay. So if there's other types of companies out there that charge interest and such, but let's just say you book a Royal Caribbean cruise and you want to make a $200 payment each month. You're just going to let my accounting team know or your advisor know. And my accounting team on the 15th of every month, 14th, 15th, 16th, depending on if it falls on a weekend, they're going to just post that payment right to the cruise line. So you're going to see the payment be posted out of your account and right to your cruise balance. And then we'll send an invoice. So it goes right to the cruise line. And, if something were to happen down the road, you're able to get that back within cancellation times, et cetera.
So, for example, say someone says that they're able to pay $200 a month, and then they end up saying, you know what, actually, I'm able to pay more now.
Sure.
Are they able to do that?
Yeah. Okay. Or, hey, I need to skip this month. I lost my card and I'm waiting on the new card to be replaced, whichever. That happens a lot, actually. So yeah, for sure. I always say to clients, if you got that tax refund, right? And you're like, do I pay off bills or pay off my cruise? You can always call us and say, hey, let's put an extra, $200 on this next month's bill because I got my tax return or whatever, I got a bonus at work or, whatever, you picked up a side gig. We're happy to work with you. And that's what's so cool about us is that we are a small family-owned company, right? And your needs are what we want to work with. So.
Absolutely, for sure. So definitely check out more information. Give them a call today. You can also find more info on their website. That is cruisesinternational.com. cruisesinternational.com. Now, of course, for those of you who might be interested in joining the team, how can people find out more information about how to apply for that?
Yeah, so we talked about a lot of destinations, lots of ships, a lot of different things today. And if that got you very excited about learning and talking more about travel with your friends and family, we are always looking for new advisors to join our team. So we have 3 different types of advisors. We have employees, which are part-time and full-time in our office in Hoffman Estates. And then we have independent contractors, and some can live in Texas or Florida, and they don't have to live anywhere nearby. Or there are this unique situation of independent contractors that want to come into an office, but want to be more flexible with their time. You know, maybe they're retired, or maybe they're a stay-at-home mom or dad. Hey, no judgment here. So, and looking for just a little bit of something to do, to get out of the house, want to sell some travel to their friends and family. We have independent contractors that can come into the office, meet with their clients. We're able to help them build their business. And so there's so many great ways to join our team. And, you know, you start somewhere and you just never know where it goes. If you have friends that love to travel, if you love to travel, teachers, nurses, people like that are all very good in this industry. You have to be detail oriented because, as I said, there's how many ships, how many destinations. There's a lot of detail that go into it. But I have personally been doing it for 25 years and I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else besides travel.
I'm sure you've got so much expertise that you can also help people with too.
Oh, for sure. And that's the great thing about being part of our team is, like I said, just as we do with our clients, we do with our advisors. Hey, you have a client who wants to do a safari. This agent just went on a safari or just booked a safari. She's going to walk you through it and make sure you have all the tools to give to your clients. So it's full circle at our office for sure.
Absolutely. Folks, check out their website, cruisesinternational.com. You can send them an email or call them at 1-800-255-7447. You can also check them out on social media pages. How can people find more information about you?
Yeah, so our Facebook is updated as much as we possibly can. We share our trips, we share everything. So we are just Cruises International Vacations Land and Sea. I think the handle is Cruises International 1978, and that is the year that we opened. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, and even TikTok.
Really?
Yes, we're on TikTok. Yes, we have some great videos, some great footage, and you know, TikTok is always fun. So we gotta be there, and we're staying there.
Oh my goodness, I love
You're gonna follow us now, aren't you?
I think I will.
Just make sure you repost our post.
There you go. I love it. Check it out. World Cruises and more at Cruises International on TikTok. You can also find them on Facebook as well. Of course, don't forget, they are here to help to ensure that you get those experiences, those unique experiences as well, and some fun family vacations in the future as well. You can even book into 2027.
Exactly.
Fantastic. Shauna, again, thank you so much for joining us here on Out to Lunch.
Yeah.
And always great to hear so much fantastic information and exciting cruises that so many people that are listening in can take advantage of.
Yeah, I'm excited about next month, Matt. We have a special guest joining us too, so that'll be fun.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Of course, folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here, Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We're going to be having Elgin Pride coming in here on the 12 o'clock hour at 12:06. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be talking with them about what the Pride Parade is going to be entailing. Some fun experiences for you, family friendly, on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more here in just a little bit. When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, They're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.